When I get home, I want you. When I get home, I want you. Hello, 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 hello. I got places to be. Places to be. Hello, I got places to be. Like me next to you, and you next to me. Hello, I got places to be. Like me next to you, and you next to me. Hello, I got places to be. Like me next to you, and you next to me, and you next to me, and you next to me, and you next to me. Hello, I got places to be. Hello, I got places to be. Hello, I got places to be. Pretty, pretty brown, round, got me weak in the knees. Slow up, you hold me down, I'm readjusting my speed. I've been gone too long, baby doll, don't leave. Okay, I'm mad. Put up on the gas, running up and shifting the axis like I was nasty. But if you believe it, put a man on the move, then damn what I gotta do. I gotta move that ass, that's right. Tell me what that fast track like. Baby girl, there's nothing that can keep me from. You know I love you. Haters always wanna keep me from you. Got me picking up my speed now for you. Please be loyal. Please, you know you got that. Hello, I got places to be. Like me next to you, and you next to me. Hello, I got places to be. Like me next to you, and you next to me. Hello, I got places to be. Like me next to you, and you next to me, and you next to me, and you next to me, and you next to me. Hello, I got places to be. Something about that song that just make you wanna get up and bust a motherfucker. Adjusting my speed, I'm adjusting my speed, I'm adjusting my speed, I'm adjusting my speed, I'm adjusting my speed. All right, we are back. Today is a little bit special because I am not joining the mix up, but we are doing 4 days of daily spaces. Oh man, it's gonna be a banger. I know you guys saw the lineup as well. It looks super dope. We have all, I would say, the top tier gaming people joining in on this fun, discussing whether or not Web3 gaming is dead. I know this is like a 2 weeks old topic, but feels like we need to discuss here because every time when people say it, suddenly poof in the market, we saw like, dude, guys, come on, things are popping, things are really looking good. But today, it's not Grim, it's not David, it's not K2. My co-host, Mr. Xiao Lin, GM. And if you guys are tuning on to the live broadcast, do click on up because Xiao looks like he's live streaming from Greece or some like beautiful places. So Xiao, GM, 8 a.m. in the morning. How you feeling, bro?
Good. Love having these morning spaces because, especially when you do the live stream, I can't hide. I just got to be present, got to hold it down, from Greece because it's summertime, bro. Look at this. It's beautiful. It's blue, it's white, colorful.
Dude, you just teasing me, right? You're just teasing me a little bit. But today, day number one, we have 2 hours of segment. First hour we're gonna talk about Web3 gaming. Is it really date? Second segment we're gonna go on to a live platform, Gambit Championship Season 1. So if you guys tune in, do remember to like and retweet the space, because end of this 4 days tournament they are giving away 50,000 cash prizes. And I heard every end of the stream we are giving out a jumbo phone. So this is just mega alpha for you guys. I saw, those people that's putting, the Facebook. Yeah, you heard it right. Join us 2 hours every day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And who knows, maybe you would be the champion. I want to check in with my brother. We party hard, definitely, like, I think too hard last week on the Saturday. So GMYP, how you doing, buddy?
What is up, guys? Yellow Panda here. Thank you for having me. Puke, as always. It's an honor, as well as Shaolin. And yeah, an amazing panel here. We have Shaz and many others. So yeah, let's get into it.
Oh man, how was your weekend, man? I know I only met you for one night segment, but feels like you've been out every single day because like it's Solana Summit. A lot of people came to Malaysia. Malaysia is popping. Tell me more.
I
How
actually,
was the
I
weekend,
actually
man?
did not go to Solana Summit at all. I totally
Solana
skipped it.
Gaming's bearish.
Wow. Wow.
Maybe I don't know. I mean, my good friends, they are DJ Legends, Pang Boy, a few of my other close friends, artists, Jesus Martinez, they are all in Solana gaming, but yeah, I'm not really into too much of that side of things. But yeah, I've been going out because of Paul from Carve is here. So I've been taking care of him mostly.
Yeah, and it was a great introduction. But dude, I share the same sentiment. I did not go to Solana Summit because I realized I did all of the other ecosystem, like Base, Sway, Polygon, AUX gaming and stuff, and realized like shit. Actually, I did not touch a little bit on Solana gaming. It's just like, guys, it's not for me. All right. Sanjay checking in, buddy GM. How you feeling?
Hey guys, Sanjay, thanks for having me. Feeling great, feeling great. Excited to talk about Battle Showdown. Had a great time playing with Elston, and check out the video if you didn't. I really got him in the last game, and fun game, a very fun game, and happy to be here in this space with others.
Oh man, dude, I do not want to talk about it. I joined a little bit today this morning playing with the team Vivian. And I got absolutely wrecked. I do not know what happened. The moment when both of the character make, you just die, and I was like, oh fuck. I rather stick to two spaces instead of playing game and streaming it. So today I'm not gonna stream. I'm not gonna show you guys how I play because I suck. Let me do what I do best, which is speaking on spaces. Shas checking in. How you doing, bro?
Yo, GM, I guess. It is GM, right? I've been doing good, man. Pretty good.
Yes, it is GM. All right, let's get into the topic of today. Web3 gaming is that when somebody, you met in a club and you got drunk a little bit and he said to you in your face, guys, I'm not too sure what you're doing. I heard you're doing Web3 gaming. It's a waste of time. It's dead. What is that first response you're going to tell them, Shas?
I mean, what sort of a response do you want me to say?
Remember, you are a little bit tipsy, not like full drunk. You're tipsy, so you tends to like come out with everything. So what is that first response, bro? Do not sound too PC, brother.
I I don't know. I probably just will laugh back. I guess I honestly have no response to that. I mean, maybe I'm just gonna be like, G. Um, that's-
I lost you there for a bit, bro. What did you say?
yeah, that's exactly how I sound when I'm drunk. See.
Okay, okay. My brother, you're trying to avoid the question. All right, I gotta throw it to Sanjay. Sanjay, bro. How about you, man? I have not been partying with you, so I do not know. But tell me, what were you? What's the best response that you're gonna give to them?
Okay, so as some of you might know, this is a bit like a situation that might not happen to me because I haven't left the house in months. So, but if I was for some case leave the house and I was in a club with YP and somebody comes at me and be like, "Oh my God, Web3 gaming is dead" or something, first question would be like, "What are you doing in our VIP table? Can you even afford a drink on this table?"
Oh.
Oh, okay, okay.
Oh,
That is
see.
probably one of the most solid response I hear on Spaces. I've been throwing this, but yeah,
Burn.
you do not deserve to be on our Spaces. Shao, is that a good response, man? Is that a good response? How can you top that? Shao, throwing over to you. How are you gonna top it?
Uh, See, that's just OG. That's just a VIP move. You know what I mean? For me, I just tell them I don't hear, feel you, see you. You know what I mean? I kind of do the same fade, but I can't beat what Sanjay said. That was pretty good. That's a really nice burn. What does YP have to say? That's the real
Yeah,
question.
yeah. What? Yeah, let's hear YP. You're not gonna escape this, my
What?
friend.
Web3 gaming is dead? Let me pop 10 more Ace of Spades, bro. Come, let's drink together, bro. Web3 gaming is dead, bro. Come.
It sounds more like
Oh
I don't know.
man, yes, yes,
That's correct.
that's it, that's it. When YP say Ace of Spades, I saw that, and initially my response or my first reaction is like Web3 gaming is popping. If you guys missed the party, I'm sorry, there's no footage, because we keep it totally PC. We do not want you guys to see because so if you are fading us, go ahead, fade longer. But there's no A of Spades for you. All right, let's get into the topic of discussion. I feel like this is a good ice breaking. I gotta take note a little bit, ask people about all of it that's happening. Web3 gaming is dead. Right. Let's get into the topic, right? I feel like right now narratives have been shifting from one to the other. We have, AI and gaming, new narratives that's popping up. We have all of these different, social farming stuff that's coming. So throwing back to YP, right? Dude, right now, what do you think is the real meta for gaming? Is it like people launch I know previously it's like launching NFT, then doing some testing beta and then going on to token. Is it still the same, or like right now things have been changing?
Yeah, really, really good question. I think me and Sanjay, representing 4 and we have been advising a lot of games out here. And currently, we do, the market shift every few months. And currently, we are in a very weird phase, where we actually advise a lot of these games to actually look into not launching NFTs. And so to say, also try to delay their token launches. It's because that the market, number one, is not ready, and number two, people are actually getting bored of a lot of these play to airdrop things. I think our friends at KGen, Shas, we have been participating in multiple. I think KGen and YP community has always been participating in every single play to airdrop, and I do say that there is still opportunity, but in terms of how juicy it is actually very risky and debatable right now because when, for example, like everyone's farming blast, and then you will have a idea that the airdrop may not be as attractive as compared to maybe not as many people farming it. But yeah, it's kind of a weird market right now, and yeah.
Yeah, I think right now, like we saw, for example, Pudgy Penguin announce, and there's like few people that say, "Hey, are they gonna do a token?" I wish like they are not gonna do a token because maybe it would tank the community. And right now, releasing token isn't a good play. We see, well, I think it's debatable, right? Because we see some is doing well. I think like Ether Cloud, Ether Edge, those guys all time high or ATH token is doing well, but then some narrative is not so well. So Sanjay, I love to hear your take. Like what would be, you guys have been talking to a lot of projects, what would be the best outcome or solution that you guys think right now suits them?
Yeah, I think the way YP just mentioned that, like we are in a very tricky phase right now. There's like play to airdrop, which is like something been very famous for past few months, and eventually, in the coming 1 or 2 months, the chances are that this narrative might kind of slow down a little bit, and then we'll have to come up with a new one. So what we are doing at for about this is like we literally have a group chat called brainstorming and creative ideas where we, sorry, I'm giving alpha here, don't fire me, but like we just kind of come up with ideas where how we can push the space forward together with something people haven't tried yet, right? Play to earn, play to airdrop. This is something which is going on right now, but what's next, right? We want to build that next narrative. We want to work with some top tier projects and top tier KOLs to build that next narrative and as a sustainable and more lucrative narrative for the community and the gamers in the end of the day. Because, like YP said, like right now, gamers are grinding hard. We had this social quest platforms where people were grinding like for months and months, and then they ended up getting some chump change, right? So narrative changes, and we want to be leading it. So right now, the best thing we can do is just have conversations with industry leaders, whether that might be games, might be projects, might be KOLs, and just kind of brainstorm more ideas, and then set the narrative from there.
Yeah, and it's interesting what you say, right? Brainstorming in terms of the narrative, because like anything that happens new or even is the right direction, honestly, it hasn't happened before because it's still a very new space. So anything that you guys brainstorm and think about it and launch is kind of like a testing phase or even gather data from the previous experience and just launching and see, hey, maybe this is the next big thing, and it kicks off and then it starts a whole new narrative. So the space really need people to kind of like think about it, like what can we do next, how are we innovative in terms of changing the old meta and coming in. So I think this is really important. Shas, I know you are all about different types of community testing out games and stuff like that. For you guys, when people say web3 gaming is dead, is usually because maybe one, players are getting less in the game, or even people are saying, hey, I'm not playing I'm not earning any money, let me go to web 2, right? So far with you right now in this current month, how do you see it? Are we increasing in terms of players? Are games getting better? Are we testing out more different metas to get people on board? What would you suggest, bro?
I think we still continue to test Puke. That's like an always on thing, right? We always continue. We do testing in day in day out, right? And it's not just the games that are live. There's new games that are coming up, right? And like you just asked, I think we are seeing a slow increase in the number of games and gamers, from what I assume, right? And I think this is a phase that the industry will go through anyway. Like it's not a bad phase, right? I mean, earlier even in the traditional gaming market, it's not like the gamers just ended up being there, right? It was just one or two, three big games that made the leap for gaming to become heavily mainstream, so that like people now can consider like just gaming in general. And I think the bigger problem that we have right now, from whatever I've seen through the communities, is guys that the pacing of this industry is fucked, right? Like that means that people here expect that a game that puts out at launch trailer today, the game's going to come out in the next 6 months, right? And the average development type of games in general for Web 2 as an industry is much higher than what we have here. And I think it sets a lot of false expectations, and that's why people think gaming is dead, right, in Web 3, but it's not. That's the difference, right? It's still in the phase where it's growing. Although we don't see something that's blown up exponentially, we've seen some big movements, right? We've seen pixels, we've seen some big games that have made the name, and they're still continuing to do so. It's not like they've died. They're still able to maintain, they're still able to retain the users. I think that's where we are, in that position where everyone's trying to figure out and do something new. Although we don't need anything new in the space, all we need is good games, guys. Like that's all we've been waiting for, right? And the players are here, the people are here, they're all just waiting. I think it's good for us to keep our heads down and keep building, right? And that's what I've been seeing in the community. Everyone's just head down, just grinding their own games. That they're playing the games they like more. I think this is a good sign. Like this increases retention for most of the games, while we wait for the other games, right? And I think that's where we are at right now.
Yeah, that is a good take. You know what? The real builders, whether despite market sentiment, whether it's boo or bear, honestly, we do not give a shit, right? We just heads
Yeah.
down, continue building, and eventually, like what you say, I feel like right now because maybe it's like not so lucrative as before. People that actually join and play, they are the real players or the people that really believe in the industry and not just someone who just, hey,
Mhm.
I'm coming in, I'm doing all of this stuff and I hope to have a payday. So when we get games that honestly did not give a big payday and then they fought, but you still see people that continue to stay, I think like that is the real testament. Like we are at the phase of
True.
surely shifting the mindset of people from like, all right, Web3 games is just pure profit. But right now it's like
Exactly.
Web3 games probably I love to play the game going in, and then I get all of this benefit, community, different types of engagement, different types of like vibes in real life events, and all of these crazy things. Which honestly, if you want to compare to Web 2, probably not as much as Web 3, right? All right, Shas, I wanna ask you guys this thing, right? So right now
Hmm.
for you guys, what will be the focus? Because like talking about different meta, we talk about how project has to change their direction in terms of launching, and how advising projects, these guys able to say like, hey, what is the next meta or what is going to work for them. For you guys as a gaming guild, I think the important thing is to keep bringing up more and more audience, because Web3 audience is, if you every game you're just churning back to the Web3 audience, feels like they're gonna get so diverted, right? So coming back to the main topic, the cliche moment of oh, we gotta onboard Web2 people, what are some initiatives that you guys are doing?
Oh, I mean, yeah. Also, just before I dive into any of that, we're much more than a guild, Puke. Come on, let's go. It's time we moved on from what we were as a kid, right? We're much bigger. Cajun's much bigger. And I'm sure Ishan would have thrown a fit on the space if you were saying, oh, we're not a guild anymore, guys. We're much bigger than that. But I'm here to do that for him. And in terms of what we intend to do right now in this phase is just head down and create impact, right? I think that's the playbook we're going with. Impact is literally what our next roadmap is, and this has to do more in terms of the product, more in terms of the consumer offering for the gamers as to what value do they get, and third part is creating more opportunities for them to shine. I think the opportunities and the understanding can be detached from games in general. It can be a much broader discussion, and that's where we're coming from, right? And we as Asian, we don't want to follow the traditional playbook, of launching your token, having ownership, etc., yet, because I feel like that will only make sense if we create impact, right? And like it's like, why would I want to buy the token of a project? I would want to buy it if it makes sense to me and if I want to hold it. Otherwise, if I get it as an airdrop, I would probably want to, off ramp and then just run away, right? And we want to change the way that we're doing, and obviously gamers are the best people to do it because they love economies. People who have been playing MMORPGs, they freaking love economies, man. I've been playing World of Warcraft for a while now, and it's been existing for a while. Everybody knows how these virtual economies run, and it's always cool for you to have, like, I don't know, $10 million in GTA. The gamers know how to spend, how to buy helicopters and all that with it, right? So it's not that they don't know what to do with their funds, rather they don't know the right direction they can use it in, or why do they even have to save it. So I think the next steps that we have is, first is education. Second is, again, like I said, we have a product that's going live pretty soon. I think that's going to create a lot of differences in terms of both esports and recognition for gamers. So it's an alpha for everybody on the space. It's going to be huge. Do keep an eye out for it. That's the second part of it. And the third part of it is just opportunities, man. It doesn't matter if the games are here or not, and the games will obviously come back, right? It's more about what other opportunities you have in the space as gamers, because it's much more than just gaming. It's about community. It's about, us playing together, being together. It's about, like that, like the way where people grind together. It's about competitiveness. So there's a lot to offer, and that's what we are head down building right now.
Oh man, I find the secret recipe to get Shaz to share alpha. Every time when we do spaces with KGen, you ask him, he's like reluctant. Guys, just call him a gaming guild. That's it. It's like, Shaz, nah, you guys are gaming good. And he's like, no, bro, this is all the crazy things that we're gonna do. All right, Shout,
Just
take note,
listen.
bro. You call him that, and he get pissed off. So I feel like I need to piss everybody off here, and then they will share more alpha. So Sanjay, you just a threat writer. Tell, tell me. I
Dang.
can do this. All right, Sanjay, you my buddy, bro. But I want to talk about a little bit about Gambit, right? Obviously, the three of you guys, you played it, and the concept of we were talking about new metas, right? So the concept of maybe right now I'm not somebody that is actively playing, but I want to make profit in Web3 gaming. I'm able to buy your key maybe when it goes live later at 9 p.m. Like tell me about the concept. What do you think about it, bro?
Yeah, I think the concept of like bet like if you sorry sorry, I'm a little bit confused about the question. Do you mean like if you don't know much about the game, what would you do? Or do you mean if you don't know much about just the space in web3 gaming space in general?
No, no. My question is back to the platform that right now you don't have to play Web3 games. Instead, you just bet on people through the Gambit platform, and people buying your keys and seeing you or supporting you. For example, I know you are absolutely top 5 in the ranking, going heavy on buying you, so that I don't have to play the game because I suck, but I want to participate. Like this whole concept, coming into Web3. What do you think about it?
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for clarifying that. I think this is great. I have seen like okay, in Web 2, there's like so many games already doing that, right? Like we people are already betting with real money on games, on players, how the players play, like even the smallest things players do on game or in the field, people are betting on that, and not just physical games, but also esports and computer games, video games as well. So bringing this to Web 3 is, I think, is going to open like new doors for different types of revenue to be generated. And gambling as a whole, I don't really want to call it even gambling anymore because everybody does it for fun or for work, either or. So I think this just opens up so many doors for so many people to come in, try out their luck, or actually learn about the player, watch the method the players are using to win these games, expect their wins or their losses. The more time you put in the player's history and the player's statistics, the more chances for you to actually be able to win, right? Or make some sort of revenue. So I think this is awesome. I think this is just another way of Web3 gaming or blockchain gaming to provide back to the community or the users, and I'm all for it.
All right, I do have a follow up question, right? So having this method obviously is good if the players are good, people are betting on it, or even playing a little bit on the platform. But what do you foresee challenges for this kind of like platform and stuff?
Yeah, I think the challenge is, so the platform's responsibility is to provide the platform, and then the players will bet, the gamers will bet, the viewers will bet, right? So in the end of the day, I'm one of those persons who don't like blaming the platform as long as there is no security breach, there's no some other sort of dev breach. I think platforms are rarely to be blamed about anything. So even if anything goes wrong, I think in the end of the day, everything depends on the person betting and the people who are playing the game. So there should be some sort of like fair rule that there's no like back deals happening or something, right? Like that is another kind of like a whole section which I think Gambit and projects like Gambit will have to keep an eye on, right? Like I can just kind of bet against YP's opponent or something and just tell YP to lose the game or something like that. So like there's like ways to go around it. So I think that is something which a platform will learn as they go. And that's why I kind of always like to go easy on the platform, especially when they're just beginning, because this is something you just do with trial and error, right? So as long as they are able to facilitate a good structure, I think they're clear.
Please do not give the users wild imagination, bro. There's a lot of people that are waiting 9 p.m., like exactly 30 minutes to start playing. I think 150 people are in. And this guy, my brother, just go on spaces and say, yeah, you could do backdoor deals. Bro, come on, bro. Do not
Listen,
do that.
listen, this is going to help Gambit as well. Listen, this is why 4-4 is here. This is what we advise. If me and Elston were hop on a call right now, I'll be telling him this in private. But he didn't hit up my phone. He just wanted to 1v1 me. I won, by the way. So I'm going to just make it public instead.
All right. Let's since we have a 4-4 chat now, let's broker this shit. Make sure who to buy. How we gonna orchestrate and just like win the platform. All right, Sanjay, I got you. Thank you for the tips. By the way, checking in with YP. A different question. I want to talk a little bit about the success rate of Web3 gaming. I think right now we are clear that you guys, especially 4-4, has been one of the top tier in the space, right? Discussing, seen tons of project, like in the whole journey, dude. I gotta check in with you, man. should be a crazy number, but in the whole journey that you're in Web3 gaming, how many projects have we actually, played and reviewed? Do you make like a count? 100, 200, 300? Like how
Do I
crazy is
know?
the
I know
number?
my research is go like a lot lah. You know, like a lot. Like it can be like probably 500 games in terms of research and like exactly knowing what genre, what chain, blah blah blah. But in actual, I think I played probably very close to 100 games already. You know, downloaded, and play, review, and stuff like that. Um, yeah, and I think probably half of those are already dead. So crypto gaming is indeed half 50% dead. And yeah,
All right. What's the main number? 100, 200, 300?
100 play. Yeah.
100 plate. Yeah, yeah. And you said, like, I think that is an interesting fact, right? When you talk and check so many projects, 50% actually the percentage rate is not too bad. But what would you say when you consider like the success rate of a project, right? What is some of the key factors for you to determine, all right, this project is good, is growing, and it will be better in the near future, maybe 1-2 years. Do you have some sort of metrics when you analyze a project? Give a little bit of tips and tricks for people, bro.
Yeah, I think this is a really really tough question because a lot of these projects and games, it actually boils down to my gut feeling most of the time. And so far I have been right most of the time. And like games, games sometimes have a shocking factor. For example, the Beacon, right? I supported them since day one. I remember October 2022, and people were like talking about it. I jumped in and bought my NFT. And during the deep bear, they raised $1.8 million and minted over 47,000 founding characters. And till today, they come back with a very insane play to airdrop campaign, and people are still very extremely hype, managed to get over 150,000 daily active users and so on. So from my experience, it boils down to a few things, and it requires a few things to be aligned to be successful, right? Just like the saying, the stars has to be aligned. So I think, in my opinion, the game obviously has to be attractive enough to be fun enough. The boring things that you guys hear. But I think one thing that I really want to emphasize is people who really understand the Web3 culture and knows how to market it properly. And that is also the main reason why we started our advisory and stuff like that, because people think that they can use traditional marketing from Web 2 to implement into a Web 3 game and to attract the Web 3 DGen, the audience, and so on. But no, it doesn't work that way. So I think one of the key factors is the marketing.
Yep. And dude, like, where do I go to buy that YP gut filling? Like, is there a place that I can buy? Because one thing I feel like people who actually make like the great trades, or people who actually like make profit in Web3, oftentimes it comes down to how well they understand the market. How well their gut feeling tell them, and people who have high conviction are the person that actually make out the most of it. So obviously, dude, that is something that needs to be polished. But I love what you're telling me. Yes, it is a hard question, because like, especially Web3 gaming, there is tons of like all of these small details, is different compared to Web2 gaming. But seeing how the spaces have been, especially this year, whether it's up or down, I think like it is thriving. So next, I want to pass it over to Mr. Sanjay. Dude, I want to check in with you a little bit, because right now I know, like, there are tons of gaming. How do you align on what game you guys want to support and what game you do not want to support? Because I feel like, there is also a play that maybe right now this narrative or this type of gaming, for example, maybe gaming plus AI, right, is been popping on my feed. So I'm just going to talk about it. It's a good play, so we're going to focus more in terms of that. Or is it, no matter what the meta is, you guys are sticking back to like, all right, good games, good fun games, that is what we want? Or even a strong Web 2 background that's coming into Web 3? Share a little bit, bro.
Yeah, a great question, and I feel like I can go deep into this, right? So, as you know, YP was mentioning how he has like worked with like research 500 games or something. YP is laughing because he knows I love yapping, so that's why he's laughing. But anyways, like so. I think we all as creators, this is some advantage we have over other agencies and stuff as well, is because we have been creators. We have worked with like hundreds of games and we have seen hundreds of games and we have went through and see which game kind of like succeeded or which are going to succeed or which just totally failed and are nowhere to be seen, right? So now that we are so busy with like 4 and stuff, we have to be really selective. So now we are only selecting, at least like I can talk for myself, is like either the project is really good, like Beacon is a great game, fun game, so we did like like an activation for them on our personal accounts. So that is like one example of like a good game with good teams and good ecosystem, building on Arbitrum slash Treasure, right? And and then there's other games like Super Champs is like it has a great web 2 background. They have like millions of followers on TikTok, hundreds of subscribers on YouTube. This is alpha, by the way. Like they're just kind of like coming out in the woodworks, and we have high hopes that this game is going to do well. So now that we are so busy with these top tier projects, we just don't have the time for really highly speculative games, right? I'm sure there's going to be many opportunities which we are going to miss out on because they might be a little too speculative for our taste. But now we are kind of like doubling down on projects which has either built through the bear or have like a really good backing, not by backing I don't mean by money wise, I mean like backing as in good partners and partners who are vouching for them. Or the third one is like they have a great web 2 background, plus they are actually involved in the web 3 culture as well. So these are few things we're looking at. And then yeah, AI and gaming is obviously going to be huge, but we don't want to, like, this is already a very speculative market, so we want to work like Amazon. Like Amazon don't jump into just speculations and then boom, they just like lose their valuable time, but instead they bet on high conviction ideas and the best narratives. So that's what we want to do. When the narrative comes along and top tier projects start building in AI and gaming, we'll be there.
All right, nicely said, bro. Thank you for sharing that. And guys, just a little bit update. Yes, we have pinned a tweet on top. So if you guys want to participate, like earlier in the space, as I said, we have 50K to give away. All you gotta do is click on the pin tweet, check it out, what's happening live on bettershowdown.com in approximate about 25 minutes. The platform's gonna be live. So just click on the link, go onto the pin tweet, see how from the whitelist access to the public access, and we're gonna dive in more later in segment number 2. All right, speaking about different narratives, I know me and Shaz, we have been doing non-EVM gaming, which is on Bitcoin gaming, right? And previously we did 404 gaming. Today, BSD or even Better Showdown Gambit, they are on base. So I want to check with Shaz a little bit in terms of like multi-chain gaming. What's your thought in it, bro?
My thought on Gambit being on base.
Now, like multi-chain narrative. So non-EVM gaming,
Oh,
gaming on
yeah,
Polygon,
yeah,
gaming on Base, like all of these different narrative. Does it really matter?
yeah.
Which chain is it,
I
or it's like
No, I don't think it actually does. Maybe it will in the initial stages because let's say if it's in a non-EVM environment and considering 80 to 70% of the majority of the crypto crowd is used to using an EVM, right? And let's say even in a non-EVM, if it's Solana, it's fairly prominent, right? So people won't have an issue, I don't know, bridging funds or like trying to do any sort of transactions they want to do if they want to buy some NFT, etc., right? Other than the accessibility, I don't think there can ever be a problem in terms of what chain the game is on, right? Like, I think we've discussed this on a couple of spaces too, and I have very similar thoughts for me to say, right? It's just that it doesn't matter ideally what chain the game is on because the game is never on the chain. It's just that the other part of the ecosystem exists on chain, and that is for the other gamers to figure out, as in if they want to have the assets or like have them trade etc on the chain itself. And let's say if the game is having an interface, like For example, I can go through the app itself and list my own NFT, sell my own NFT through the app, like, and all the transactions happen in the background. Then there is never going to be a question about what chain it is, right? Unless and until the transfer time takes a lot. It depends on the speed of the chain, but I think that's all there is, right? Like, I don't essentially see that being a bigger problem. Also, all L2s, like, they're fighting against each other, right? Like, I think the best ones will stay behind, and that's inevitably going to take a while, right? And it's going to happen. But until then, I think it doesn't matter what chain the game is on, as long as the experience is good enough and the accessibility for the gamer to access his or her assets which are on chain. If that's through an easier interface, I don't see a problem as to why the narrative can be a defining thing for the game.
Yep. And I appreciate that take, man. I think like what you said, right? It's more towards whether or not the player is familiar with it. But I feel like right now it's also a good onboarding strategy, especially when the game is, for example, going over to base or going over to like 4-4 or even Solana. Then you get players that actually prioritize the game first, and then they go on to continue their whole journey of onboarding into the ecosystem. Previously coming in, I feel like it's like, oh, if I am a Polygon maxi, I'm gonna check in what's happening on Polygon and join the game. But right now
Hmm.
I don't think like people are so maxi anymore, because end of the day what we want is really the game instead of the chain, right? But for
Yeah,
you
exactly.
itself, I gotta dig a little bit. Which chain are you most bullish on for gaming?
I was waiting for this, like, I'm like, how has Puke not put me on the spot to answer a question which I'm uncomfortable answering? I mean, guys, considering this is coming from a person, like, an opinion, I would preferably say, like, Solana is the best as of now, because of, I know it's pretty subjective, but my idea in terms of memes and culture, it goes all the way to Solana. But in terms of um using the chain, the experience altogether, I think Arbitrum takes the cake. I like Arbitrum.
Okay, okay. I love it that Shaz want to answer, but he's like, all right, I need more explanation. I need more
Yes,
explanation
yes.
after I answer it, right? Oh man, but dude, I gotta put you on the spot a little bit, man.
Mhm.
I just have to do it, right?
Yes,
But
yes.
no worries. I'm not gonna go too hard. The KJN account, the KJN community account, calm down. I'm not gonna like bully Shaz on Spaces, because this is recorded and live stream as well. All right, I feel like I want to have a mega banging question for you guys, right? So for that, you've been on the spaces. Tell me, man, what's your take so far on Web3 gaming? Is it dead or not? Like, tell me more, bro.
It's not dead, bro. How come Web3 gaming is dead when there's, a lot of games, a lot of teams, a lot of projects, a lot of money, being spent on this industry, and Web3 gaming is the frontier for Web3 space. So I don't think it's dead. It's just in the hibernate mode right now, there's no, like, they are still developing, It's like, how do I put it? It's in that it's creating on itself, like it's evolving, and when it comes to the final, evolution, I think the bigger picture, the gamings, and the things surrounding that, the hype, everything would come back to them. So I don't think it's dead. It's just not, this is not the right time for this gaming space and the meta. That's what I think. And one more thing I need to say is what Puke said, that he's not good in games. Guys, don't believe that. This dude is really good. He just, he, like, we played a battle showdown. He destroyed me and Shao. Like, we were like, bro, Puke is really good. So yeah, don't take what this guy says, like, when he says I'm so bad in games. No, no, no. This guy is good. He just doesn't wanna, brag that he's good. He just wants everybody to think he he's bad, so I can easily smoke him, and then he smoke back us, and he can, mock you. So yeah, that's it. That's what
Wow,
I want to
wow,
say.
wow, wow. Forza, I didn't know that lying is part of your skill on spaces, bro. But it's okay. It's okay. We will join it. We will stream it. We will play it, and let's see. I heard that even Elston lost to Sanjay, so probably Sanjay. After this one on one, me and you, let's solve it once and for all, right? And then we will know whether or not I good at game or I suck at it. But Sanjay, back to you, man. I think like right now, all the things that people are doing, especially from project, from content creators, from thought leaders, we are just creating more and more different types of content, different types of onboarding strategies to really bring up the space, right? I think like we are at the forefront of, if all of these top people do not continue to create content, do not continue to live stream, talk about the games, write threads, do all this sort of activation, then the space would not grow. So for you, what are the main, I would say, core focus to, we talk about projects and stuff, right? I want to talk a little bit about your brand. Right now, what will be that number one focus for you to build a bigger brand for yourself?
Yeah, I think the top focus right now will be to, gather more and more gamers who are here to play the game. Maybe either they're playing for airdrop, either they are playing for just fun, either they're playing to just test out a new game or the new industry. So that way we can gather more and more data for the projects, and then the projects can kind of use that data to make changes in their games so that we can attract more and more gamers. And that is just me, one person doing it with my community at Spectrum. And then we have YPs at Gaming Grid, we have Alyssa's at eConstellation, and then we have Raiden's at Gaming Chronicles. Now it's just four of us, but now imagine like if 100 creators are doing with this 100 communities, and then every community has like 100 unique players. Now that's 100,000 players right away, right? And now that our goal, our priority is to find these 100 unique players. Now this could be TikTok, this could be Twitter, this could be Discord, this could be Telegram, wherever. My Facebook too, right? There's a lot of gamers on Facebook too, surprisingly. So there's like so many places that we can get these gamers from, get the data, provide this data in terms of advisory to these projects, and then let the projects build on top of it using that data. And then once that is done, then we'll just automatically see the growth slowly and steadily, right? And then creating content, education, and more stuff on Web2 traditional platforms like YouTube and TikTok. I think that will just take us to the moon as well.
Yep. I think like doubling down in terms of like content, having more streamers doing it, and just day in day out pushing content, showing out different gameplay. Not something that we generally see in all of Web3 gaming, right? Throwing over to YP, why is that, bro? Is it because the lack of the talent that needed on spaces, or like the really good ones of the streamers are actually not in Web3 at all?
Yeah, I think very good question. I think a lot of the talented creators are actually still in Web 2, and we are still, at a very, I would say, very early stages still in Web 3, in terms of not the masses are in yet, right? That's why all the talent right now, all the eyeballs, all the viewership are all still in Web 2. So obviously, there's, if you're listening and you're wanting to create content, there is so much, actually, so much opportunity in this space for you to grow. And as long as you're able to work hard, be a little bit more creative and outside of the box, you're able to stand out very easily.
Yeah, and I think like right now I've been seeing more and more of, you are doing video content as well, but it's not like something that everybody's doing, right? Like for example, if you talk about spaces, like everybody is doing spaces, but live streaming and even playing and talking about, is not something common in Twitter, right? Is it because of like the Web3 ethos of, people are undoxed, people don't want to show their face? What's your take on this, bro?
Ooh, this one, I have no idea, bro. Like, it's just a culture, I guess, and it has a lot of, because it's not a norm yet, and a lot of it is in crypto. Maybe they are staying docs because of, tax, or like, legal, or I don't know, bro. But yeah, I think, if, like, for me and you and Shao, we are all docs and stuff like that. It's just our way of making content, I guess.
Yeah, I think like the narrative have shifted a little bit, right? These days, even if you want to compare live streaming, actually has even more better views compared to spaces. It's just that spaces everybody can come up and talk about it, but live streaming is just you and a few people that is selected. So I feel like it's a different meta. but love to see more and more people are doing different types of content. So one more question to you before one final question, and we wrap up segment number one. I know you've been experimenting with different content. What's some sort of like the best way for you right now to create like gaming content that people really love?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I think right now it's not in a very serious mode right now in terms of content, so we just share it and stuff like that. It actually also based on gut feeling and also the market sentiment. It is actually much more into fun and games and also relax, right? Because right now, for my content, I do a lot of live stream and a lot of videos and a lot of and so much less threat, because no one wants to read them currently. You guys can see a lot of the engagement drop ever since the X changed the algorithm and stuff like that. And yeah, I think you have to be serious when you know that, okay, the algorithm is back, the trend is back, everyone is hyped. Then you go hard. You it will be pointless for you to go super hard when everyone is in a fun, relaxed meme kind of mode.
Oh, right. Thank you for that. I think that is a good alpha, right? More video content. I think recently we saw announcement on Elon as well acquires different types of like payment and stuff. So can't wait. Finally, monetization happens on like live streaming, Twitter Spaces, and we will see more and more content churn out in this manner. All right, one final question. I know I want to link it back a little bit to BSD Gambit because they coined the term skill fight, right? Basically it's more towards people playing, betting on all of this stuff, and then having all of this thing going. And one thing that is in my mind is like, yeah, the next thing is like people going onto platforms trading, you get professional people playing, and then the term coining is like esports, right? So one final take from all of you guys. I want to throw it over to Sanjay first. Do you think like the space right now needs big esports tournament to make it like a global presence?
This is I might have like a hot take here, but I think esports is amazing, and I think Web3 was built for esports kind of. But at the same time, I think masses will come. There will be two ways masses come. Either there's like crazy money making opportunities, like play to earn time days, or which is not sustainable, obviously, or there is like crazy entertainment value, and the crazy entertainment value will be through great creators, awesome creators making content on YouTube, TikTok, stuff like that, which is also going viral. So these are the two ways they will come. Esports is kind of like, sure, it's entertainment, but majority of the people don't watch esports, so it's not really for the masses. So if we want masses, I think it has to be through content creation, more videos and stuff, more fun videos, rather than competitive competitions. There is an audience for it, but it's not mass adoption. No.
Oh, right. It's a little bit spicy, a little bit spicy. I want to check in with Shaz first. What do you think about this?
I mean, if there's an esport tournament that's giving out like, I don't know, $1 million per quarter, then sure, I guess. I mean, then there'll be like mainstream adoption, I guess. But I think that's still highly subjective. But if you ask me, I don't think esports or one big tournament can change the way people look at the space. It's like what Sanjay just said, right? Like it's everybody plays a role. Like the entertainment that the entire tournament delivers is insanely valuable, right? Like the cults that people have formed over G2, FaZe, Navi, etc. These are formed over years, and these are formed across in games where people fight for their favorite players in these teams, and that kind of adds to a lot of the viewership, right? And I think it's more of the game itself and not the sport that is going to make or break it.
Oh, right, got it. And I think one thing happens is like we've been kind of like talking a lot about having different types of content, right? And I think like we can agree even like today's spaces, live streaming, YouTube, and even talking about the game, content is king, and we really want to push out the content. All right, guys. I feel this is a wrap up. I'm gonna play some tunes while we transition over to the next segment of today. I want to shout out to YP, Sanjay, and also Shas for being here. Segment number one, day one. Hope you guys have a awesome time with me. Gonna be an open mic. If you guys have any last words or any, some sort of alpha that you guys want to share, please go ahead and do it. Gonna give you guys a few moments. Shas, YP, Sanjay.
Yeah. I think before Sanjay and YP pop in, guys, I still love esports. I just want to say there's no alpha from me. Although I said esports won't drive adoption, trust me, I am literally the first person who will stand in the line if you tell me esports is happening for Web3 and you can play, right? Like I'll be the first person. I'll probably, buy the tickets in pre-sale or black just to be there, right? So that's all.
Oh, right, guys. I am gonna play some tunes while I wait for Shao to come in. And after this segment number two, in the next 5 minutes, we are going over the game, telling you a little bit about what's gonna happen for this platform. So shout out to YP, Sanjay Shas. Thank you for being here. I want to throw it over to the Battle Showdown Gambit. Who's behind the account checking in?
What's up, Puke?
What's up, bro? Finally, the day is here. Before we get, the craziness started, gonna check in with you. How you feeling, bro? How you feeling?
It's not too bad. Office is a little bit of a war room right now. So we've got like a social media team, an engineering team, a smart contract team, all in the office. So, in fact, your face is up on the big screen right now. We're casting it in the office. So I think we're all set for this.
Bro, you do not want to do that, man. You gotta blame Shao. Because right now the stream is just purely on my face. But maybe you could share a little bit, man. Like working up to this day, creating like this whole new meta you call skill-fi. What's your expectation, and what's your hope in terms of creating such a movement? Why do you think the Web3 needs this kind of thing, bro?
Yeah, I think with every new innovation, there's always that pros and cons, right? The pros is that if you're the first of its kind, you can be a case study and really lead the way. Of course, the cons is there's a lot of user education needed. Even now, as we're sharing with people about what it's like being a trader, what's it like being a gamer, there's definitely a lot of educational content that is needed. But I think this goes back to really where all of this originated from. It started with the whole wave of GameFi and SocialFi, and we saw how this format could really be a way that solved what maybe the previous concepts never managed to do. For example, I think in the early days of SocialFi, this really empowered, I would say, the top 5%. But when we went back to on-chain data, most of the active participants on-chain, the 90% of them, they did not have a large following, right? They were priced out of it. So we really wanted to find a way where what we term skillify. How do you use skills to still participate in the economy? So I think what we have right now is really a protocol mechanism to match gamers and traders together. And I think, as we're chatting with people, the one liner that really stuck to us was being able to trade a fractionalized gamer. You hodl for rev share or you flip for cash. So I think this has really been something that resonates well with both the traders and gamers. And let's be real, most of crypto Twitter really put on more of a trader mindset compared to a gamer mindset. There is still a very strong niche market for Web3 gamers per se, but I think we wanted to add a lens that made it a lot more palatable for the traders. So I think all of this really all comes together. It's been a few months in the making and all goes down to this 4-day campaign. Earlier, we posted a mega lineup spaces. I think it was one of our tweets, right? There's 4 days, 3 hours. We have almost like 30, 40 of the top partners and chaos on board. Everybody on this stream right now, just look at the type of exposure and reach that we've got. So I think we're all pretty excited for this. And 1 more minute before we go live. So I'm going to hand it back to you, Puke.
Oh, right. 1 more minute. Who feels like this is an important moment for you guys? So let me see. Let me check what's happening. I'm gonna share. If you guys want to know what's happening, guys, go on to the pin tweet. Go on to the first one. You guys can see the live stream. There is where I am gonna check it out. So yep, this. Let me refresh a little bit. We are. Oh man! All right, all right. Let me remove a little bit. Let me go into the platform. Oh, it's not. I got too excited. I'm sorry, guys. It's 8:59. Not yet live. So sorry. I'm gonna play some tunes. We're gonna chill a little bit and then get into the mood.
Play to earn nggak, Bang? Untuk main gamenya modal berapa, Bang?
All right, guys, we are back. And if you're looking at my screen, welcome to the Bits Market Overview. All right, there is so many things that we need to cover. But first off, guys, if you are on the space and you don't know what's happening, suggest that you go on to the pin tweet, either check out the Pewcast account or even check out the BSD Gambit Better Showdown Gambit BSD underscore Gambit. Check it out because both of our account will be live streaming and you could see what is happening. So first off, if you come in, you all right. Let me pull Shao up. Shao, are you there, bro? Are you ready for this?
Yes, absolutely. Let's do this. I was trying to find. Oh,
Oh,
there it is. It's loading all the players.
yes, finally we could see some trading happening. And so let's get into it, man. First off, go on to bettershowdown.com. If you are in, this is open for you guys. So all you got to do is, click on this bettershowdown.com. I want to check in, Elston, checking in with you. This is only open for the whitelist people. Am I correct, bro?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yep, loud and clear, bro.
No, because the office just went crazy. Everyone was checking to make sure nothing crashed. So that's a good sign. We're checking on Discord to see how people are acting. So yes, right now is trading is only open for whitelisters, but all our gamers have started playing already. So think of it as a Black Friday sale, but we've locked the gates only for selected whitelist users. So you can take your pick, look through all the player stats, buy their bids when it's at the cheapest, and remember that the price function follows an exponential curve. So naturally, as more people buy a particular bid, it scales exponentially. So really the strong benefit for a whitelister is you're coming in on every bid at a really, really cheap price. It's all denominated in wrap ELS. So you do need to swap it at Aerodrome, which is the largest DEX on base. But from a USD perspective, if you are the first few bid, it costs maybe a couple of dollars. And it really starts scaling to 2, 3 digits. So, that's kind of like this private sale window that we're granting whitelisters. But really quickly, in the next 26 minutes time, the public market can all rush in already.
Oh man. All right, guys. You heard it first on Spaces. So right now it's purely open for only people that is active and has the whitelist. So that is like kind of like an early access for them. And after that, what you get, we are gonna open it for the public. So no worries. Obviously we're gonna reward people that has early access to the platform. I'm gonna refresh my page a little bit while I'll show you guys on the back end how it's gonna look like. All right, I'm ready. Sharing my screen. Hold on, guys.
It's crazy to see all the tickers and all how well developed the UI UX is, because this really feels like a trading platform, but obviously it's with people and gamers, and I'm kind of like, whoa, because you see some of these right off the bat that are like priced out. I'm like, oh wow, how did some of these guys like 400 right off the bat?
Yeah, Shao, you need to increase your volume a little bit. So let's walk through with people a little bit on the process, right? So obviously this game is on base. So first, if you do not have the ELS token, that is where you should get some ELS token. So all you gotta do is go on to this. I'm gonna share the tab. So Aerodrome, if you're not familiar with it, it is one of the biggest platform that you could actually swap your tokens to it. So sharing my screen, you could see, aerodrome.finance, AERODROME .finance. All right. All you got to do is click onto the swap. If you are like a ETH maxi like me, obviously you have ETH. So you're going to click on the ETH and you're going to get wrap ELS. All right. So this is it, wrap ELS. So whatever that you want to swap, just put in, some of the thing. Obviously, connect your wallet. It accepts MetaMask, so it's really seamless, guys. So all you got to do, go on to Aerodrome Finance, do the swap, get some WELS token. So that is the first thing that you guys got to do. Secondly, go on to the Better Showdown. I'm gonna share this tab instead. So Better Showdown, sign up, log in via your Twitter, via your wallet. So we know this is an account for you guys. And you could see here, I already have WELS. So a little bit tricky. This I need to explain it multiple times. But yes, because it's a wrap token, it is on chain, and we do not want to have like the troublesome of every transaction that you made. You need to sign your wallet and all of this stuff. So guys, no worries. The team is thoughtful. They have already thought of all of these problems. So all you got to do is, for the whitelist people, go on to bettershowdown.com, sign up with your YouTube, sign up with your Twitter, sign up with your wallet, go on to this swap function which you see, and then you could actually, for me, I left with 200. You could swap for VELS. So VLS is an off-chain coin that you could actually use it to trade and make a lot of stuff. So anytime that you want to cash out, no worries. The whole trading is just opposite, right? So you earn VLS, you could swap it back to WELS. You could go to Aerodrome here and also swap it back to ETH, and that's how you easily cash out. So all you got to do is remember two websites, aerodrome.finance and also bettershowdown.com. For those you guys that tune in and do not have access to this website, no worries, because in a few minutes time or even 30 minutes time, we will be open to the public and you guys can actually play it. If you want to know the exact timeline, go on to the spaces, go on to the pin tweet. We click in and show you guys that, for 25th June, 1 p.m. UTC is going to be the whitelist access. For 25th June, which is 1:30 p.m., which is half an hour, going to be 22 minutes, is going to be the public access. And 28th June, which is the last segment after 4 days, we're going to announce the champion. We have 50K cash to give away. It is a little bit crazy. I do want to stop the space, go and play, because after what Forza said, that I'm a good gamer, I feel like, holy shit, maybe I should quit Spaces and play this game as well, because it's gonna be crazy, guys. So 50K, 35K is for the gamers. Top 100 will get it. Obviously, it's weighted, right? So the higher you are at the ranking, the higher you're gonna get it. And 50K, 15K is for the traders. So there's two sides of it, right? Right now, what we want to focus on is actually getting you into the trading platform. All right, we already have the players, they are playing, and how do you even want to see what is happening on the back end, how the game is going to be like. Um, exactly everything is on this platform. Whew. Shaus, are you there? I know you disconnect a little bit. What's up? What's going on, bro? Dude, I can't hear you. I told you, bro.
Oh, that's I
It's
know
the
why. Sorry, sorry.
roadcaster.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. No, I had it on double mute, so there you go. It happened. Can you hear me better now?
Yes, I can hear you better. Dude, I'm excited, man. I feel like I don't want to talk about anything. I just want to
But
see
you're just
what
watching the
is
ticker,
happening.
right? Yeah, this is insane.
Yeah,
And
I'm
like
watching the ticker. Yeah.
this is a great trading platform, I tell you. I know I jumped the gun because obviously we need to go over Aerodrome and pivoting between Wells and Bells, but man, this is super exciting because you get to see all the trading happen. Now, this is my thing though. Are we able to see? We see the kill death ratios. We start seeing some of these really cool things going on in real time. I don't know if I should be buying early or if I should just be waiting because do you wait till it's too late and things blow up and then like you see Milo at like one bid is like 540. I mean, like I'm priced out.
No, all right. So the alpha is this. So that's why the whitelist people they absolutely love it because it's like friend tech, right? You come in, you believe in just say player A,
100%.
and because of you believing in them, you buy the so-called keys. Here they use bits. So when you buy the bits at an early price, obviously it's going to be cheaper. And the more the players is in demand, the price goes up. So obviously for people the first 30 minutes is very crucial for you to join it because once you join it you be like all right, you have the first 30 minutes at once. So dude, we are already 10 minutes in, 11 minutes in. Shao, we gotta buy a little bit. We gotta buy a little bit. I feel like the platform is going crazy right now. Oh man, the team just texted me. It's like trading is going wild, boys.
Right?
Oh
Right?
man.
Yeah.
Bro,
So
the
exciting.
website is not loading for me, man. Like
Uh-oh.
You're gonna
that sounds
miss out,
massive.
Forza. Forza, you're gonna miss out.
He's
Oh
gonna
shit.
FOMO. He's gonna be slamming. You're
I'm
gonna be here
trying,
screaming.
man. I'm just refreshing, keep on reloading it, but still it's not showing me any. It just loads me the homepage and that's it. It doesn't show me the player names and stuff. Like it's massive, bro. I'm feeling like I'm gonna miss this out. I'm trying to buy some gamers, to make some passive incomes, but yeah, this is bullish. Like it's crazy.
Oh man, I feel like it is popping. You obviously we are experiencing a huge influx of people. I am loading the website as well, seeing what's all of the things that's happening. So it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. So Shao, is your platform loading? Checking with
Oh
review.
yeah.
How are you? How are you doing? Dude, share your platform, bro. Share your platform. How are you doing it? I need to know what's your portfolio? Who are some of the people that you want to buy? We load up a little bit, bro. It's time to buy. It's time to like, all right, let's put it down. Let's see what's happening.
Right. No. For me, I'm really looking at just the market overview, watching some of the top line stuff. What's super interesting though is to really kind of see what's going on in terms of the actual gameplay versus the speculation, right? You see the highest gainers, the hot picks. These are really great metrics. I'm a big data analytics guy, especially reading it in real time. So this is really pivotal in terms of like where to go. But I do think it's a bit early. I did FOMO and I did buy a couple of things at the top, but we'll see how it pays out. Manny, I don't know if you want to say Manny Uni actually has played quite a bit, has a good kill death ratio. And then I'm just like looking at a couple of these too that are like underbid, but things are moving up and down very quickly in a way that is something to behold, right? And I think this is to your point, right? Anytime we have markets being made, you do want to get in early, but the reality is there's no inside understanding of like how this actually plays out in real time unless you look at how many games are being played. But like I said, you look at like Milo Dinosaur, he's got 24 games. So if you want to like, look down at the all players and then you want to actually pivot by how many games are being played, and then you look at the win rate, the kill death ratio, like this is really something to kind of behold because those are the kind of the two columns that you want to evaluate in terms of like where things are going. And then obviously, what your ratio is in terms of their actual bid price to these metrics. So there's a lot of things going on in real time to kind of like measure and see and how to evaluate. But the other thing too is, to be 100% honest, I actually want to see these players play. So like, as much as I can speculate based off of the data and the data analytics, I also want to actually be involved, because as a gamer myself, I want to see if this is hype, if this is speculation, or if this is really what it is. Because
Dude.
what we're talking about with Sandy is like, who's losing intentionally to lower their score, and then going to come back and just come out of nowhere.
Okay,
Bro,
okay. Dude. First off,
bro,
guys, do not talk anymore because I am FOMOing hard, dude. All right, so if you guys look at the live stream, we could see the players, right? Milo Dinosaur, absolutely
Great,
crazy right now.
740.
34 people are buying. It's already at 540 EOS. It's crazy. The second one, dude, I feel like we need to do shopping a little bit, man. I'm priced out for Milo Dinosaur.
Right?
I'm looking at all of these other players, man. Oh shit, I'm just scrolling through, looking at, like,
This is
what's
insane, right?
what's
That's what I
the
was telling
best,
you.
dude, what's the best strategy, man? What's the best strategy?
So again,
Let's
if you
let's
look at
go
the
into
metrics,
Milo Dinosaur and check him a little
yes,
bit. Yeah.
yes, I like it.
So right now, 34 people bought it. His reading rate 80%. So obviously he's doing really well. He has 8 kills in a match. Gameplay 25 games, and so far total earnings. So every time that, when you earn, for example, when you buy, right, just look at the kills that he's been doing. He's obviously playing Batsy. He's earning every game that he play. He's earning. You could see his skills. You could see his depth. You could see his ranking. So he's like, this guy is killing it. This guy is killing it. He
So
is grinding it out.
so this is the thing, though, right? I mean, obviously, you don't want to buy in the number one player with the highest bid price, because that's going to be like, oh, you're buying at the top potentially, right? Unless more people buy, but it costs so much to get in. Which we really want to do is look at the kind of the velocity of what a lot of these players are. So like, we can go in again by kill death ratio, by win rate, and then how many games are being played. So maybe we get someone under 10 games and they have a lot lower buy bid price, and then we can kind of evaluate whether or not, you know, it's something to move on. So that's the difficulty, right? When you get in this early, you don't have enough data to kind of drive your informative buying. But again, speculatively, Manny's just killing it, Milo's killing it. There's just so many people right off the top that are really kind of pushing everything. And this is the thing too, right? At some point in time, like, do you just sell and then come back and buy more for others? It's just, you got to go based off of bid price to make your
Yeah,
gain.
and I think one thing that I love it is when you click on, for example, you click on market overview, right? And you just, either you search the player, or you just, go on to just hit the second page. And I was just checking, like what you said, right? I do not want to buy high. I probably want to accumulate people that is actually doing not too bad. And one thing I like about the platform is, when I click on it, instantly you could view his X profile, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you actually know who this particular gamer is. You could click on the profile, you could learn all about him. So I was like, oh, okay, it's better that way. You get to understand really who the player is and stuff like that. So it's really I would say, a good platform to understand your players and know, like, all right, this is not just some random bots that I've been buying and playing the game, but this is actually somebody that is involved in the space, and just go on to that. So I'm looking at this. What would be a good win rate for you? I think like over 50%, right?
Oh,
What
for
would you
sure.
say?
I would say actually go a little bit higher just to kind of hedge your bets, is maybe 60% at least, and then just watch them and track them, right? But it just really depends, because again, it's so early. But yeah, anything as more time goes on, you obviously want to go higher into 60, 70 percentage, just that way they have a good strong ratio, and that they're going to continue to just kill it, right? I like the
Yeah.
50% just as a base metrics, but I still think it's early. So I mean, this is the difficulty, right? When you're getting in this early, you really do go based off of velocity and just who's trending well. And even if it's just like, if you can get in early, I don't know, man. It's just so much speculation. But Forza's still probably foaming because you can't even get in. But that's just me.
Bro, it's killing me, bro. I'm not sure, like, right now as I talk to you, Milo Dinosaur bits goes up, like, he's go up to like 420 else token. I was like, shit. right? So like you wait out, probably the people that you want, maybe they lose some match, the price drop, people selling the keys. But like I said, right, in 9:30, which is like 10 minutes from now, it's open to the public. So it's gonna be a huge influx of people coming in. You could see already in 1 hour how many percent of it increasing. You know that people are actually buying. Trading is going crazy, right? Because obviously this is not just you to make money here, but guys, remember this, right? We are giving away 50,000 by the end of 4 days. And if you are the top 100 players or 100 people that traded, you are actually getting 15K pool from it, and obviously 35 for the players. So right now, if you miss the opportunity of being a player, do not worry because we still have time. This is open for the traders. So guys, come in, suggest that you join the live stream, listen a little bit, check out the platform, then know a little bit what's happening on the platform, because in approximately 10 minutes from now, you are able to go in and look for yourself, right? So Shao, any interesting pick you've been finding so far?
So I actually bought in early on.
This
Yeah,
dude, while I'm
I'm
talking, you
telling you.
buy?
No, I
Holy
bought in
shit!
literally the first 5 minutes. I was like, I'm
Screw
just gonna
you,
pick.
bro.
But the crazy part is, so I got, man, I can't pronounce all these names. I don't know. SYAZR is the first 5 letters, and I bought in at 54. And it's at 175. I sell it now. I make a 222% ROI, and I'm like, this doesn't get more exciting because, right? You feel like you miss so much on meme coins, and you miss so many things on the other tickers when it comes to DEX and SEX because, it utilizes so many other platforms. It's not centralized, so you have to kind of pivot between all these different things and these different tools. And you're like, oh, what can I do? But like, this is all done real time in one platform, so it makes it that much easier too. You get this stuff in real time that you don't have to like speculate as much because, at the end of the day, it's about performance, right? This is skill based, skill-fi. So you get to actually measure these things based off of their actual like kills, their win-death ratio, all these different things. And like I said, I got 222% earnings right now based off of my speculative just bet. And it's fun, right? Like I'm super excited. Like how passionate am I?
Hold on, Shao. Look at the screen. Look at the screen.
What?
Sunburst. Oh, your boy
That's
is
right.
up. I have 10 people. Dude,
See?
come on. I have 10 people. I want to flex a little bit. I have not stopped playing the game, man. I have stopped playing the game. Guys, do not look at this. This is previous, before the game even started, whereby I told you that, Shao and also Forza absolutely whacked me. But it's okay, man. Forza believes in me, so I believe. All right,
Hey,
you know what?
he's
I'm
trying
going to have a
to
comeback, guys.
give them the alpha. You know what I mean? Get them involved early so they can actually take advantage and be part of the leaderboard. Yeah, man, 10. That's awesome. I see. Now I don't want to click on mine. You're gonna make me feel bad.
Let's check.
See, look at that.
Are you searching for you?
I'll let you do it. I don't want to look. You're gonna say it to me. I'm just gonna turn my head sideways and pretend it's not happening.
All right, I feel like it's time for me to buy, man. It's time for me to buy.
Get your toes.
Get
your toes in.
I'm. This is such a dilemma, dude. This is such a dilemma. All right, I feel like let's see who is actually we. Dude, this is a tough decision, bro. This is a tough decision.
Bro, all
All
I
right.
want to say is I got priced
Yes.
out. I feel sad.
You go what?
Priced out, bro. The bids are so huge, bro. Like my golden entry time to this, the trader. Oh my god. Like
Bro,
it's going
bro,
mad.
if you price out now,
Mhm.
it's gonna be even more crazy in like 5 minutes.
I
So
know.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
it's really time for you to buy now. Like you
I
guys
bought
gotta buy
I
it
just
now.
bought Dobby Wet Toes for 45. It's up at 54 because I bought. So it's like I said, you just got to keep going, clicking, click it.
Man. Okay. Let me see. Shao, when you buy, what was the price
When I initially bought,
in ELS? Yeah.
Yeah, so I bought a couple, right? I did buy one. I did bought Manny right off the bat. Manny Funi at 100. It's at 117 right now. See, like these things, they go come and go, man. This is insane. Watching these like things dip as so quickly. I mostly want to like sell. Shoot, what happened? People must have sold to buy more because he was up at 400 and now it's down to 117. So this is insane. Then she bought one at 100. I bought SY8 SAZR at 54, and then I just bought Dobby at 45. But again, the earnings and up, this stuff moves fast, man. This is insane. This is exactly like meme coins.
Oh man, yeah, this is like meme coin. Guess what? You could really see from the top, right? Who is up in price? Elston is up in price, man. I want to check Elston out. Ooh, this guy is
Right?
expensive.
195. There you
El-
go.
this guy is like what 195 ELS. Oh man, he's expensive, bro. He's expensive. I okay.
Well,
I do want to get some. I've been seeing that some people are actually doing pretty well. With the price, I think the win rate like I've been seeing Asherland win rate fluctuates from 30 to 40. Total earnings 70. At least it's not down, right? I'm not gonna give a shot to buy this guy. Forza, how you doing, bro?
It's loading for me right now.
Forza responses are classic to
Oh,
This
me.
this, this is what you get for not having great internet, bro. I'm just gonna put it out there.
bro, come on. No, no, like this is what a bullish project, like when we are so bullish, but we can't even enter, like there are mad people than us. That's what traders do. So yeah, I'm excited because if I miss out even today, the long run, I'm gonna make profits. That's for sure.
Okay. This guy, Shao, can you share your screen? I want to see your portfolio, bro.
Oh, geez. Hold on. Yes. Okay. I can
I
do
want to
it. Give
see
me one second.
how many have you buy so far?
I have too many tabs open. Give me 1 second. I bought three different people right now. I think I'm going to diversify already, just so I can buy more of other people. Give me 1 second.
This guy, my portfolio. Let's see. I'm gonna show you guys my portfolio. I feel like I need to buy more. Now it doesn't look sexy at all, bro. Now it's just like one people. It's not that sexy anymore. Shao, anytime when you're ready, please click on it. Forza, you know what? Why not you go play the game, bro? Instead of trading, you go play the game.
Ouch.
It's like, yeah, no, Forza, we're not bullish on you anymore, bro. You
Bro,
gotta go just go
I'm
play the game.
getting destroyed, man. I'm telling you. I've been playing this for the past 1 hour. When you guys were talking with other KOLs, right? Like with YP and Sanjay, right? I was playing like 10 rounds in that 1 hour, and I was like, I win some, but I lost massive. And one round, I think I won like 30 wells, and then after that, I kept losing on like 10, 10, 10, 10, and it counted back to like 90 loss. So yeah, this is crazy. Like people are maybe I'm not good in mobile gaming, but yeah, I need to work on that. But this is so addicting. Like yeah.
Oh man, every
Yeah,
time.
but and go ahead,
No,
Shao.
I'm looking at my portfolio. I have it in two different browsers, so I can't share the browser that I'm in. But I'm just like I have to. Let me pivot. But anyways, I was up 300 wells, and now I'm back down to 100. I'm very disappointed in my man Manny Funi.
No, the thing is this, right? Because like right now, actually there is 150 players that is actively playing the game. So it really depends on how well you spot like the guy that is maybe starting he didn't get the hang of the game, and then he's getting better. He's finding his mojo. He's finding the right character, and then later on his bills or his price or the bits is going up. So it really depends on whether or not you could spot that. I would say that alpha. It's not as simple as just checking it and stuff like that. You gotta really dig deep to
I
see
agree.
his
I
past
agree.
performance and stuff.
I'm just, the FOMO in me and is just looking at the up and down candles, and I'm like, what's going on? It used to be, I used to be 200% ROI. Now I'm back down to 100, like just 15. I guess too emotional, man. I don't know if I can. If I'm made for this.
Feel like that is the DGen talking, bro. Do not listen to the DGen.
I know everything in my
Guys.
past history is like, I need more data analytics. I need to make sure I watch the trends. And now I'm just like, buy, sell, buy, sell.
That dude, sometimes you just gotta go DGen, man. Like if you guys were listening on the previous spaces, YP said you gotta trust your gut. That's it. It's all about your gut feeling, how you feel is gonna do well. That is it, man. You just gonna trust. That's all I can say, bro. That's all I can say.
It's crazy
All
out
right,
there.
I do want to actually show you guys a little bit of what's happening. So if you want to see, like we talk a little bit on the platform, right? Right now there's a live stream going on. Let me share a little bit, and you could see what I'm talking about.
That's gonna be
Oh
great.
right, I'm not gonna play the tune, but you could see the live stream going on. All right. So basically, this is a little bit of the insights of the game. You have, different types of character. Obviously, Forza was plus that there is no there is no Pixelmon inside, but they do have some cool characters, man. I saw Ultraman, I saw Doodles, I saw Gojira,
Spacey.
yeah, I saw Basie and some of it, and different heroes have different power. You could see this is actually the internal gameplay, right? As simple as it sounds,
It's fast.
look at
Yeah,
that.
it's fast. It's
It's
so
fast
fast.
paced. It's mobile gaming. Obviously now is only closed for the 150 players to really play and push out the platform narrative, whereby you could trade on the bits. But this game is actually already in the Play Store, the Apple Store, whereby today, this morning, me, Shao, and also Forza, we really get into it trying to play the game. But yeah, you could see simple gameplay, easy, fun, and instantly when I lose the first round, I'm like, you know what, guys, let's hit the play button one more time. Rematch, rematch, rematch. I need a rematch. It's not. It's obviously not easy. You need to have the skill. I feel like you really different people have different gameplay and different style. Feels like you need to have a proper or finding the right character. So I want to throw it back to Shao and then also to Forza. Guys, when you choose a character, which one will you focus on? Like a character that has full strength, and then the health is lower a little bit, or it's like the opposite? What's your take, bro? I'm
So
gonna
it just
pass it over to Forza first, Mr.
okay,
Gamer.
cool.
Uh, I think I chose the cat character right now, bro. That really is OP. Like it moves so fast, it's agile and it fires, and the damage it gives, it's like that's the highest damage character in this whole game. So that's what the majority of the people go with. But it's also like the timing of your jumps and when you launch your when you shoot, that's what really decides this game. So and also it's like it's pretty close map, the and the way you jump and you fire it, and it's like how close you are. Like if you're close with another two characters and if they fire at you, like you have to escape both of them shooting at you. And I think this is mostly really skill based more than the character and their stats. Like that's a bit of a small push, but the character doesn't matter. It's always like your timing, how you calculate lap back to jump, and and the timing you should fire at the other character and stuff. So yeah, this game, like, we really need to practice, but if you really play well and if you are good in like COD or PUBG or Free Fires and stuff, like even like there's a Nintendo game, like what is it, Cash Royals or what is, I don't know the game. Like if you're good in those types of games, you will really be great in this game too. That's what I learned from playing for now.
Spending 1 hour playing it, that's what you get. All right, Shao, how about
Now
you?
it's
What
more
would
than
be
two
your
hours.
gameplay? Oh
So
man, the guys from BSD Gambit, congrats. You officially onboarded Forza, and then he's like hook on for 2 hours. That shows really good gameplay. Shao, how
that's
about you, man?
agreeable.
What sort of
No,
character align with what you want?
so I was actually going based off of how cool they look, and that doesn't really necessarily play into the gameplay. I'm definitely learning. I was just watching the cat over here on the live stream, and I was like, wow, that character does move very quickly and definitely hits hard. It really depends on your gameplay, right? So there's going to be game players who are always going to be moving across the map, and speed is everything. You really want to take that into account in terms of how you select characters, is their mobility. And then if you're less mobile and you're more like a camper, or you kind of go in between. You want to pick someone that's a bit moderate, but definitely has a more powerful gun. And then if you want to tank, right, it's basically sit and wait people come to you, take the high ground, kind of push yourself off to the side to make people come to you. Then you kind of want to grab someone who has a lot of health. Now, to be fair, though, the super dynamic thing about this game that I learned even just this morning is the fact that you can actually have defensive roles that actually changes the whole dynamic and kind of flips your character to be really meta and be really thoughtful about how you select your player, because at a higher health and you have like the component of defensive skills where like you can actually gain double the health. You know what I mean? So then you're almost like impervious to being hit, right? So it just really comes down to your style and then just kind of tweaking it based off of the little bit of the defensive skills, which really does change the dynamic of your character from someone else who uses the same character too. So just depends again. If you're aggro, you're super aggressive, you're always moving, shooting on the go, you like to dodge. Mobility is probably your biggest asset. If you're more again strategic, you're very good at like sniping and being a camper, and you want to lay back. Health is super important, just as well. Just that way you can kind of like take on damage while you kind of just sit there and pick apart people. And yeah, just really that comes down to your gameplay. Whenever I do these type of shooters, that's kind of what I do. But again, even when you're think you know what you like, you can actually go into more of the game, into the actual defensive skills, and kind of pivot and change the meta as you go along. So it's a really cool
Yeah.
and in-depth game, right? On top of like me looking at the the platform, I can't keep looking. These tickers just keep moving. And I get excited.
You can't even focus, man. I mean, like, um, dude, first off, the gameplay, you guys saw it. It's like a lot of different stuff happening at the same time, right? So like what you said, you got to think about mobility, and then if the faster the character feels like, the damage, some might be lower, higher health, maybe the damage is lower as well, lower health, damage high. So there's a lot of characters, and I believe like the team will onboard more Web3, and it feels a little bit exciting, right? For example, if you are a Doodles holder, obviously you guys know my name is Rainbow Puking. I gonna choose Doodles, right? I have not played it yet, but it's fun to see like the characters is not just some IP that we have never seen before, but it's very familiar with us. Yes, BAYC, for people who owns a BAYC, or people like love the IP, people that love Doodles and all of these games. So like it's gonna be interesting, because feels like if this narrative right now, everybody's excited, things are popping, and the more that they do partnership with different projects, for example, like the cute little pink teddy bear that you see on Spaces, Killer Bear. It's good to have different narratives coming in, different characters coming in, and then they could some sort of set that advantage of that, and you play the character, you like really wrapping it. All right, guys, I'm sharing my screen. I go wild a little bit, Shao.
What you
I
get? What
gotta
you get?
admit, because I saw Leaky joining it, and he's like join it like really early, and I'm like, all right, let me just get three of his bits, right? And
Wow.
Leaky suck. I'm always obviously Leaky is my friend. I'm gonna call him out, but dude, Leaky, bro, come on, bro, play better, bro. Play, play.
Bro, I'll tell you guys this. Like, we can fight them and, pull their legs, but this game is really hard. I'm not even joking, bro. I got destroyed like all 2 hours. Like, that's how skillful this game is. Like, I gotta give it to the players that are, playing this well, but I don't know how they're doing that. But, this game is so addictive, but also in my other mind, as a Web3 DJ, is like, for each game, I'm losing like $5. Like for 20 game, it's like $100. I'm not losing $100, So it's like the more I think the trading way is the more better way to make profit and like more than like as a player because this thing is really good in the way as a trader. So my take is always like do the trading part and we make like good profits. Like this as a trading platform is even a bigger alpha than as a gamer platform. So I would be going right now as a trader than a gamer. Yeah, this is really exciting for me. Let's the gamer Forza go out and the trader Forza come in now.
Ah man, the Rolex trader for Zakaman? Is
Yeah,
that what you're
yeah,
gonna be?
yeah. The trader Forza is gonna make the lost money from gaming from trading profits. That's
Okay.
my plan now.
All right. So remember Shao I said like, Asherland? Yeah,
Hmm.
he is improving because
Right?
right now you see it's
Trending up.
31%. So like yeah, I feel like maybe Leaky will get better. Who knows? Maybe he's trying or he's learning. But it's fun to see like, some of the people like, that them. Obviously you want to support them when it's really early, right?
Yeah.
And then just helping this. So dude, I love scrolling this and just seeing like, all right, what is the supply right now? What is the price right now? Who is doing really
Okay.
well? And who is the new
So
players?
let's talk about some of the mechanics, right? Now, I think you sound like you're familiar with Brentech and these things. So when it comes to supply, what is the importance of that in terms of like getting into it? Is it like a meme coin where you're talking about market cap? Like, what does this relate to in terms of like how you evaluate whether you should buy in or not?
Well, all right. So it's the method is similar to Friendtech, right? Whereby it utilizes the yield bonding curve. I know I sound sexy. This is not puke that usually explain technical stuff, but to put it like David 10x 69x degen method, basically the more people buy, price goes up. More people sell, price goes down. That's it, right? And why people buy and sell is because when you hold and they are not performing well, they are not earning for you. So you feel like, all right, this is a bad buy for me. The price are going down. It's not doing well. It's not earning. And then obviously people will want to sell to get better players. And that it affects, the whole price movement. So it's as simple as, finding someone that is play good because end of the day you buy it so that people can actually earn for you. It's a little bit different from Friendtech, right? If you look at Friendtech, for example, Shao, you are a very famous people. I buy something, I buy you, you don't make me money. All you do is reply me on DM and maybe show me your fit pics, right? There's no earning.
It came out of
there's
nowhere.
there's no right, there's no earning from it. And but this is different because for this you buy the key, yeah, you buy the bits. I'm sorry. See, bro, you force me to use Friendsite, right? You buy the bits, and
You
these people, you don't even need to DM them. Like you don't need to see their fit pics. Maybe they have disgusting fit pics. I don't know what, but they go out and play the game, and if they win, they keep on feeding you profit.
All right, all right, all right. I
Yeah.
actually
So
appreciate that, by the way. Thank you for the degen references.
Nah, I mean, if you want to look at it, this is actually good, right? Because like most of the builders, like if you are a gamer, obviously you believe in your skill, then there's a game site for you. All you got to do is go on to the app store. Obviously not now because we already chosen the players, but after this, right, it's gonna be open. You guys can go play the game, and then if you believe in your skill, like Forza, he's like, all right, I want to challenge myself. He goes there, he plays the game, and it's just you relying on the skill and profit. But then it's also good for people these days. Dude, just look at like there's tons of people that watching LL. There's tons of people that's watching Dota and stuff, and people have side bets on which team's gonna play, right? Which team's gonna win. So this platform is like, yeah, you wake up in the morning, you see who are the highest gainers, you see some of the hot picks, you play, you check out your portfolio, you go out and do your work, you come back and you're just like, all right, I make some profit today. It's a good buy today. So it's a different way to approach Web3 gaming, but still have the ethos of earning money in Web3. Is it clear, guys? Is it clear?
It's getting there. I mean, I think the good part is that I can always come back to you and ask more questions.
The more you ask me question, the more like I'm just refreshing the page, guys, because I want to look like some of the players. Like, all right, so you guys can see, right? So Asher is still at 31% 0.5. So it's doing pretty not bad. You see Chai is becoming better. So like it's from negative 30 to negative 18. Right? So I think like yeah, that's people sometimes new people coming in, maybe this is their first time playing, maybe they are not really expert, they haven't found the right character. So it's always gonna be that, that shiny steel that you want, man. But I do like the top part where you could see like top players right
Mm-hmm.
now. This guy he played 13 games. His winning rate is 92%. Holy shit! Let me check this out. Oh man, people are swarming, crazy.
Right? This is crazy. Like, there's so much going on. So, wait, who's this? Wait? Who's this? Can't see the
All
top.
right, so shout. All right, let me scroll down. This
Okay.
is yep, ITE Perlembar 90083. You could click here to view the profile.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Shao. Next question is this, right? Now it's 200, but so far his total earning is this and the earn rates is this. So like you could see every match, what is he earning from you? So do you think this would be a good pick?
I mean,
Is the next question, right?
yeah.
Like yeah, there are also players that is, they are as they play, they get familiar with it, they are doing it, it becomes better. But you have already players that is hitting on the right goal. Straight away, they are good, 93, 92%. Total earning is 870, and this is your win rate, right? So just imagine you buy on 200, and he played like 5 games, and each game he's earning like 60 for you.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna get your money back pretty soon. And if you
Yeah.
sell it at a higher price because people are actually buying the bits as well. What do you
Correct.
think? Come, time for discussion, guys.
I'm still on the fence. It's too high, man. 214 wells. That's expensive right now. That's really expensive. How soon do I get to make that back, right? I mean, I'm waiting.
I don't know,
So much to
bro.
learn.
There's a lot. Yeah, so much to learn. But I feel like the degen in me is just calling my name and ask me just like fuck it, just fat fingered and buy this guy.
Add some more wells, and just do it.
Ah man, you could see crazy. I want to check in with the main account. Checking in. Are you guys there?
What's up, Puke? How's it going?
Going great, bro. Checking in with the main core team. How's everything on the back end? How are things looking and shaping up, bro?
I'm in one of the meeting rooms, but the team is outside going crazy right now. I think for a little while, our servers were swamped because we didn't expect such a huge amount of traffic. But good news, we're back online. Everything is fully functional. I love the analysis that Shao brought earlier. He was putting on his analytics hat, really going down the numbers. I was DMing you, Puke. Someone is buying your bids as well. You can check out who's been making money for you. If you scroll down, it shows which player has been granting you rev share. And Puke, you did not know this, but as people buy your bids, part of that funds also goes towards your wallet. So this is how we want to support gamers as well. So the traders are actually also funding the gamers at the same time.
So who wants to buy?
Obviously, that is crazy news, bro. So right now, platform is open for public. Do we see a more huge influx of people? How is we are doing live stream? I know there's a lot of people tuning in on Spaces as well, joining in. But how is the Discord server like? Is it popping? Are people discussing? Like what's happening there?
Depends on the channels. The trader channels are going crazy because they just look on their desktop, but the gamer one is slightly quieter because everyone's on their mobile phone. No one has time to talk or to play. They're on the game, and it's a multiplayer game, right? So anytime you matchmake, it shows you need to be able to be with 5 other players, right? If you matchmake right now, immediately you get into a game. So I think there's a long queue of people all slowly coming. So I think that's a good sign. we were checking the contract address upon launch. I think within the first 5 minutes, we already saw 1,000 transactions of bids happening. So it's going crazy. Now that we've public launch, I think we're expecting people to all start streaming in. But as much as the early bird catches the worm, you come in earlier when the bids prices are low. We're extending this out. So for the 50K prize pool tournament, we take in all activity all the way to 2359 on 28th June. So it is a marathon. Pace yourself, with what Shao was mentioning earlier. Do I go in early? Do I wait out a little bit? Do I see who comes back on day two? Take all of that in your analysis. And, we got 4 full days of this going on. So we're really, really excited about this. But so far, I think, as with every Web3 project, if the server fails a little, if the website crashes a little, that's always a good sign, but we're back on.
All right, you got a little bit insight from the team right now. Yes, server is back on. It's smooth on
They
my
are back
end.
on the. Yeah, it's working on my end too.
Ah,
Don't fight Indian internet, bro.
Trader
Chill.
Forza is back. All right, dude. Then you gotta share right now. Who is your player, bro?
Right now everything's priced out. I wanted to settle. I'm playing the smart money. You know, let me see even more data and see who's playing good, who's being consistent, and I will just grab those bits and I'll make like good amount of money. That's my plan right now.
Oh man, I love it that Forza is like good amount of money.
Hugh,
That is good.
the
Yeah.
funny thing
What's
is,
up?
I'm looking at the trading leaderboard right now, and guess who is ranked 34th?
Maybe
Who?
me.
It's me, guys. It's
He's
me.
up
I
at
am
68
ranked.
cents.
Got it, guys. Got it. Thank you, 10 people that purchased my bits. I will not disappoint
Yeah,
you.
I want to say the same thing. Thank you guys for purchasing mine too. Like some people bought 10 of mine. I was shocked. These guys, like, people are valuing even me too. Like, okay, this guy is really good. I'm really, really
All right,
honored for that too.
Forza,
Thank you
what's
guys.
what's your rank? Forza, what's your rank? I'm gonna buy you, bro. What's your rank? He's checking. He's checking.
Right. I don't know what rank I am, but I'm really low, so it's a good time to buy.
Wait. The problem with Forza is he's not Forza anymore. He's gamer on Web3. Okay, let me check. Gamer on Web3. R
Oh,
18%. Nah, Forza, I'm not gonna buy you,
no.
bro. Your
See,
earnings and your earn rate's slow, bro. It's bearish, bro.
the metrics are not there.
Yeah, the metric's not there, man. Oh man, Forza. He's like, "Ah, this guy. I'm just gonna keep quiet. I'm not gonna join the stream anymore. But yep, my portfolio right now is looking like this. Hopefully, it's gonna get better, dude. Like when you look at the platform, looking at the chart and stuff, you really feel like, you gotta buy more, right? So what will be your main strategy, man? I know today is only like day one. Is really just kick starting everything that has happened. After this, I want to do a recap before we end the space. But guys, remember this is gonna be 4 days. So day one today, tomorrow is gonna go on to day two. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, every day for 4 days. That is gonna be the active competition. So anytime go into the platform now is live already. Check it out. When you wake up, after your meal, after your shower, before you go on spaces and stuff. Every time, do check it out. All right. So Shao, throwing over to you first. I know Forza rock a little bit. But tell me what's your game plan so far? Chill a little bit.
I think I'm
Because
more
like
on
I feel
chill.
like me and you we got a chance. We got a chance to be in the leaderboard as well, man.
I know, right? My leaderboard's actually not showing up, so I'm kind of like waiting on that. But other than that, like I'm just looking at some of the hot picks, some of these highest gainers. There's a lot of movement. Even the player I was telling you that was a 222% ratio. I mean ROI. It's back down to down to 71%. So I'm kind of like, should have sold, right? Like I take profit. When it comes down to this, some of it it's like, do I evaluate the player or do I just evaluate the velocity, right? This is one of those things that really kind of changed my mind because when you talk about being patient, like, is it because the player pool is getting better? Like, there's just so many things. There's just so many anomalies that I'm trying to like get. The biggest thing in analytics is a thing called statistical significance, and we're not there yet. So, after maybe day 2 or day 3 of this, we'll have this locked in. We'll look at our portfolios and we'll have a whole other conversation. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. And just to give you guys a little bit insight, right? So right now, when you are on the platform, go over to leaderboard, you see traders and also games. So games are actually people that is leading on the leaderboard, playing the game, doing crazy stuff. You could see like how many kills, how many games they play. So dude, this guy, holy shit, match earning
Wow. How
875
much?
230 dude, 230
Wow, that's
kills
insane.
in that is insane, man. Some of the stats are insane. So we remember we have a prize pool. So prize pools for game, which is gamers, and also trade. So if you guys miss out the opportunity to play the game, not to worry, because go on to the trade. Basically, prize pool is for these people. So you just gotta rank on the leaderboard, and that is what you're gonna do. So for traders, we have 15,000 as prize pool, and the top 50 will get it. So right now, I'm doing not too bad. Hopefully, when I wake up tomorrow, I'm not gonna be pushed down on it. But 35, I'm still up. So I feel like we're gonna play.
Bro, Shaolin is in 45, bro.
Ouch. Hey, at least
That's
I'm
crazy. And he has like,
Shao is in
no,
yeah,
Shao is in 45.
yeah,
no,
yeah.
that's not me. See, that's what I'm saying. I wonder how this leaderboard works because I'm having some
Bro,
issues.
it's wait, I can't even like show it on stream, right? Like, you go and check it out in the game leaderboard. You're number 45, bro.
But you know what? Dude, Licky is doing well. Licky
Right? Look at
is
that. Look at
literally
that.
the number
Turning profits.
6. And, and he's already up by 269 USD. Crazy. So Licky is a trader. He's not a gamer. I bought his bits. Obviously supporting my brother, but dude, he's in the fight to kind of like price me out or challenge me to climb the leaderboard. All right, Licky, if you are listening on Spaces or even live stream, the challenge is on, bro.
Bro, you wanna check
I'm
mine,
gonna
bro?
climb the leaderboard. What is yours, bro?
114, bro. I'm even lower than you, man.
He's giving me a hard time and he's in triple digits. I
No,
love it.
bro, but don't get devious by the ranking, bro. Go and check my kills, my KD, and the games I played. I got total of 65 kills, and I have a KD above both of you guys. So yeah, it's
Oh
just
wow.
you
So
need to
so
work on it.
all right, bro. So what it means, I do not understand because you said you don't want to be gamer Forza, you want to be trader Forza. So you gotta pick, man. You want to focus on trading or focus on gaming?
I mean, my brain says to go for shading, but my heart says to go for game. So I will see. I will give it one day, bro. I will see tomorrow, like new day, new me, new skill set unlock. My superstition mind comes into play, and like tomorrow, Forza is gonna kill it, and I'm gonna kill bunch of them, and I'm gonna go on the top 10 rankings. And you will be like, Forza is going nuts. That's the uh tagline I need from tomorrow's pages.
Okay. This guy, obviously challenging me. But guys, I know we are coming short on time, so just want to go through one more time. All right. If you are new on stream and do not know what is happening but want to participate, I know the team is busy, but if you're listening on here, this is a good chance for you. First, you got to go to aerodrome.finance. All right. AERODROME.finance. Go on here and you could just make a swap. So click on swap, connect your wallet. It accepts MetaMask. That's what I'm using. If you have ETH, you have Polygon, you have all of these different tokens. All you gotta do is choose it and choose WELS, which is the token to play on the game. Once you get the WELS, go over to bettershowdown.com, BATTLES HOWDOWN.com. Sign in with your Twitter profile, sign in with your wallet, and voila, you are at this platform. Start trading. And guys, if you miss it out, do not worry. The space is recorded, the live stream is recorded. Right now, you could, after we end the stream, you could go back, watch a little bit, see what we are talking about, get a little bit insight on how you want to participate it. All right. Last but not least, we are also giving out a jumbo phone. So all you gotta do, if you guys participate, I want you to go over to the portfolio, take a screenshot, put it on the chat, and if you guys are, it could be the live stream chat, it could be the spaces chat, but take a screenshot, put it on. We will do the raffle after the spaces, and we also will put an announcement to kind of like code tweet it. So not to worries. We will give you a time duration to do it. All you gotta prove is that yes, you have been actively trading on the platform, and we will do the raffle after the spaces end. So if you miss it, not to worry, I will do a pinned code tweet on these spaces as well, and we could join in from there. Whew. All right, it is feels like time's up. I'm excited. Shao, how you feeling day one? Share a little bit, bro.
This is so exciting. This is like, again, it's kind of a marriage of two worlds, right? You get the gaming component of it. You can play, you can watch other people play. You have all these wonderful metrics. And then more importantly, you can trade, you can degen, you can buy in, you can FOMO. So all of this is present. This is one of the great ways to kind of evaluate gameplay in a way that's meaningful, because you can, again, you can get on your own personal leaderboard and you can rank up like Mr. Puke Rainbow over there in the top 25, 35, which is awesome. That's because he hasn't played yet. No one knows this yet. That being said, no, this is so much exciting. I can't wait for tomorrow to kind of revisit, see somewhere some of these picks are. I've been looking at a couple of picks. I've been so a little peeved at myself because I've seen this person who has like the highest kill death ratio, and I could have bought it at like 70. It's gone already to 170. So I was just like, I'm too busy talking and thinking, trying to provide analysis, and I'm missing out on generational wealth, not financial advice. But yeah, this is a great time, and this is a great platform to really just enjoy both the game as well as the players playing it. So I'm super excited to come revisit this tomorrow and the next coming days. Obviously, we're doing a lot of great giveaways as well, and so make sure to participate, man. No, there's only way to have a great time is to make sure you're in it to win it.
Yes, that is correct. Only win it in it to win it, guys. So that is it. Day one wrap up. No worries if you miss it. Listen back to the recording. I see JYP. I see some of my familiar friends. Trav Gage. I see G as well. Dude, join in on the fun. Hope you guys, if you guys have any question, feel free to reach out to me as well. I'll be happy to get you on board or even invite you on spaces tomorrow where we could really discuss it. So if you guys are active participating in it, guys, tomorrow, same time we will start. But segment number 2, we will invite more people up, more traders as well. So we could have, back and forth conversation with you guys. But on today, we just purely want to focus to onboard you guys so that it is clear for you. All right, guys, this is a wrap up of the space. I gotta go play some tunes, check it out. Tomorrow we will be back and shout game on. It's me, you, and Forza. Let's see who climbed the leaderboard.
Let's go.
Guys, take care. Bye bye. Let's go. So you don't know.